So today is another wonderful day for the Take members. Because apart from those days where you go out and terribly risk your lives, you don't really have any major responsibilities. So you just hang around at home playing League of Legends, which is a card game you play with your friends, and then you go to the bar and drink too much or too little, depending on your mentality. And then, the day goes by, you wake up the next day, see if there's any dangerous circumstances, and if not, then you wake up and start another day. So we find Catty and her massive token. I was trying to activate your name because I couldn't see underneath your token there, and then I realized it was just somewhere else because of how big
it'd be down where Lionels name is.
Down where so we find Catty drinking with what does Catty drink? What's Catty's drinking choice?
I have some fun RP for this if you would like it.
Go for it.
So Catty's wandered into the bar. She's picked up just a random pint off the bar and she pours it into her mouth, and half of it slops down her front and pours out of her half droopy mouth. And she looks around at everyone staring and goes, "So that idiot Hurt Clock, he invited me and Uncle to his house, and he served us a delicious meal. He called it gelatinous stew. I can't feel my face, and my lips are numb.
But how did it taste?"
It's delicious.
Until you lost the feeling of taste.
What really concerns me there is Herc does not own a home, so I don't know whose house you were in, but it was not Herc's. Alright, so you dribble some down your front a little bit.
Don't know what it is, can't taste it.
It's just oil. It's just a nice ale. The local ale, Boney Boys Brew. And sitting across from you, Saladin kind of watches you. Saladin doesn't drink, does he?
No, Saladin drinks exclusively water and can't believe there's so much of it in this land.
Not only that, they've started to bring in special kinds of water for you. You're drinking right now a mountain spring water, which is, as far as you can tell, tastes slightly fresher and costs 3 times as much. So it must be nice.
Tastes a little bit like rocks. It's very nice.
Yeah. So you're there drinking water while Catty dribbles over herself. What does Lionel drink?
The Delian wine.
Delian wine.
Coming out of his alchemical jug. Okay,
so we see across from Saladin and Catty, Catty being the red-headed, heavily armored paladin type, and Saladin the... I imagine you've got your mask. What does Saladin's face actually look like? Because I imagine you don't have your mask up around your friends inside, do you?
Saladin has a tanned, plain, young-looking face. He never lowers the ear things far enough down, but if he did, he was actually a half-elf. Okay. He's hiding that because it's shit where he comes from.
So he's just a plain young man with...
Very, sort of, boyish, plain... It's... Oh, Christ. I guess it's like an anime face. That kind of boyish, young-looking, vaguely androgynous appearance.
You've been here for a while in Vasselheim. Has Saladin started to, adopt any Vasselheim, dress or clothing? Or is he still completely...
No, but after a bout with pneumonia, he now wears long johns under his deserty outfit at all times.
That's fair. So it looks slightly bulkier, not from muscle, but from long johns.
From long johns.
Okay.
He's still stick thin. Yeah. Vaguely loose flowing outfit, but stick thin under it.
Okay. And across from you, we've got Lionel drinking his wine from this massive jug. Because the alchemical jug is big. It's like a small keg. So you're quite heavy. It's like 12 pounds, isn't it? So, you got this huge jug.
It's aesthetic.
You got this huge jug with this, quite small fellow with very dainty features drinking from it. Enjoying the fine wine with your fairy fluttering around your head. And Joshua, you're there too. What does Joshua look like, and what does Joshua drink?
Joshua is always wearing his priest robes, but always over his armor. And it looks kind of weird, but he just trying to hide the fact that he's armored. And as for what he drinks, he generally drinks tea, maybe some schnapsies. But today he's celebrating a successful trade, so he's drinking some light elven wine.
Ooh, light wine. Ooh. All right. So you're all having a good time. It doesn't sound like anyone is... Well, maybe Lionel. Lionel, could I get you to do a constitution save for me? And you know what? Just for funs, let's have Catty do one too. Just to see if you're a bit pissed by the time the messenger arrives. Alright. Lionel, you're a little on the buzzed side. You've got a nice buzz going. You're a bit chatty, a bit happy. Catty, because you can't really feel or taste anything, you don't realize how much you are drinking. And you have just been necking pint after pint of stuff, and you are getting a bit sloppy drunk by this stage.
I can't feel my legs, but then again, I couldn't feel them earlier, so I don't know what that means.
It's around this time that the door opens and a pale tiefling comes in, chalk white skin, small horns, witch's hat on his head, and he looks around. He's like, hello? Lionel? Is there a Lionel here?
That's me.
Oh, hello. Hello, Lionel.
Kitty.
Oh, you you're. I heard of you. You're Catty, right? Points at you.
Yes.
Okay.
Cassie Lionel.
Catty, Lionel. Oh, okay. Oh, all right. So, I was sent here to find Lionel. There's somebody here to see you. Somebody. I was told somebody who you'd be really happy to see. Somebody you love very much. Oh, sorry. I work for the Take. I'm a new initiate. I haven't got on any missions yet because I'm never free on the days where we do starter missions. But I'm
Are you the gnome? Are you the gnome that does the internship?
No, I'm Mert the mediocre.
I'm fairly sure that's a tiefling. Just saying.
I'm quite short, but I'm not a gnome. But it's fine. So you're somebody in the Take. They apparently, Merton said that they came in to do a job, and Osissa could sense that they were connected to your soul or something.
Ooh. Well, let's see them.
Oh, okay. Just head to Merton's office. I'm not going to go there because he scares me. I'm going to go over here. Bye.
I'll see you later.
Bye. Oh, he said, he points to the rest of you. You guys should go along too, as there is a job to do.
Yeah, no, he'll be able to settle which one of us is Lionel and which one of us is Caddy. Well, hey, we were.
Alright, so you all make your way along to Merton's office. Merton is behind his desk, as always, surrounded by paperwork, as always. The pile never seems to get any smaller. And he looks up and goes, it's good to... Catty, careful. There is a bit of a kink there in the carpet you almost tripped over. That's very good. Good. She alright? Okay, anyway. Lionel, I have some good news. There is somebody here to see you. Or, well, they want you to see you. I don't think they knew you were here, but I think you'll be very happy to see them.
Well, you get me all excited, but I still don't know who you're talking about. You have a name?
Well, of course, it's your... And then you hear a voice from the other room go, "Is that a wee boy in there? Oh, Lionel!" And coming out of the back, Lionel, you see two kind of older, middle-aged, peasant-y looking folk, or common, I suppose, looking folk, come out, and they look at you. You immediately recognize them as your mum and dad. And they just see you go, "Oh, Lionel, Gerald, would you look at our wee boy? He's all grown. Well, he's not grown up. You're so skinny, Lionel." And they run over to you.
How did you get all the way here?
"Oh, Lionel, what for you? What have you been eating, lad? Look at you. Gerald, look at him. He's lost so much weight. Oh, well, he was always a bit skinny, never quite filled out like yourself, but you look so skinny. Do you not feed him here? Do you not feed him here? You terrible little man, you."
No, we feed him next door.
Mom, that's my boss, so...
Your boss? Well, then he should be looking after his employees properly. I mean, for God's sake, you're wasting away. And is that a new scar? Have you been fighting, lad? Oh, no. He's
Well,
been
of
fighting,
course,
Gerald.
I've been-
I can see that. He's been fighting. Oh, dearie me.
Well, I've been working.
What? You've been working? He's been working, he said. We thought you wanted you to be a fine, upstanding bard, to bring culture and music to the world, to enlighten people's lives. And here you are fighting. This is a house of mercenaries.
Well, I
Are
also
you a mercenary,
work,
Lionel?
Well, when I need some more money, but I usually work in the theater, just down the road here.
Gerald, our boy's become a mercenary. What? I know, it's an awful voice, Luna. I'm so sorry. Gerald, our boy's become a mercenary. Where did I go wrong? And she, falls into Billy Connolly's arms. And he looks at you and shakes his head, sadly. Can you not see what you've done to your mother?
B, you know how she gets all excited over things?
I mean, that is true, but... me excitable! I wouldn't say that! Anyone watching on, you can kind of tell this might be where Lionel gets his talent for drama from.
Could I make an insight check? Is this a theatre performance?
Sure, make an insight check. I'll tell you now. Wow. No, it is not a fear. Although they don't share much family resemblance, there is some slight traits and stuff that do make you think these are Lionel's mum and dad.
Considering my celestial heritage, the father might be a little questionable, but he brought me up, so
yeah.
I mean, you're just a holy child.
I would just like to I have Eldritch Invocation. I'll make a sentence. I would like to just sniff if I can sniff any magic off of them.
Sure.
Just to make sure that.
So do you have constant detect magic? Is that the one you've got? Eyes of the Arcana or whatever it's called? Yeah. You see no magic on either of them. They are, as you remember them, maybe a little bit older, a little bit more travelled. They used to dress less practically than they are right now. Oh, my boy, we've been looking for you for so long, and it's so good to see.
You crossed the ocean.
Aye, we did, but we didn't expect to find you here, to be honest. I mean, that's why we came. We've got some problems, and we needed some... Well, we were looking for some rough and tumble mercenary types, but, we found our boy. Oh, Gerald, we found our boy. Aye, I can see that, hen. Aye, we found him. Oh... And she wraps her arms around you and gives you a big hug. And then kind of just squeezes at you a bit and it's he's so skinny.
Working with it.
But
this is nothing unusual.
I don't know what to say. I didn't expect this. But we were here to hire, but we can't ask you to endanger yourselves. I mean, we could do. No, we can't.
Mom, calm down. We can solve this.
All right.
Also, by the way, this is Bloom, and I point to the fairy. We're sort of working together.
Your mum blinks at it, and she goes, "Ugh, it's a fairy! My God."
That's no way to speak about your son. I mean, really.
I've known that for years, mate. But, jeez, well, hello, and he reaches out a hand to shake the fairy's tiny hand.
Yep.
Just gives it a quick shake. Mrs. Agnes, if you would please let them know what you told me earlier. Oh, of course. So, Lionel, after you disappeared and we had no idea what happened or became of you, well, we just couldn't stay in the village. We had to find our boy. So, we joined up. Do you remember that nice bard fellow, the one with the circus?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah, we joined up with his circus, we did, so we could do some travelling and have a look around, see what became of you. And he was very nice. He let us join up. We helped cook the meals and look after all the circus folk. And to be honest, it was lovely. Wasn't it lovely, Gerald? Aye, it was lovely. Aye, it was lovely. So we went around for a bit and, Well, recently, we didn't know at the time, but the bard was the ringmaster's son. And a little while ago, well, the ringmaster took ill and he passed away on the road. It was terrible, wasn't it terrible, Gerald? Aye, it was terrible, Agnes. Aye, it was awful. So, anyway...
I was just like nodding, like, active listening.
Yeah. The ringmaster's son took over, but he turned a bit odd after that. He became obsessed with getting to Vasselheim. Wanted to bring what he called real culture to Vasselheim. And
Sounds terrible.
the circus began to take a strange turn. A lot of the old performers left or just disappeared in the night, and new ones would just show up, and they weren't as kind or as nice as the old ones. And the performances, well, we never got to see the full performances anymore. But when we cleaned up in the morning, there was blood on the straw. Anyway, a bit of time went by, and he spent all the circus's money on getting an airship across to Vasselheim here. And he's setting up to do a show tonight, but... Oh, Lionel, I think there's something queer going on at the circus. I think there's something not right. I think he's hurting people.
Well, then you've definitely come to the right place. We have lots of people that look into these sort of things.
Aye, that's what we asked around, and we said it's strange though, because I swear he was a good lad. He was always kind to us, and he let us join the circus, and he gave us a family. And then he just turned a bit odd. He just began to withdraw, and then the circus began to change. I don't know what happened, but so that we kind of ignored it for a while. We thought maybe with his father dying, he was going through a strange time, but well, it's just gotten worse and worse, and I'm worried. There's a performance in a few hours, and well, I'm worried people are going to get really hurt at this one.
Well, I just sort of look at Martin, like, do you have, like, a proper contract prepared so we can take more people, or should I just go with them myself?
Yes, actually, your mother and father have made the down payment. Oh, yes, we did. You see, when we left the home village, we sold off our tavern and got a pretty penny for it. We've been keeping it aside for a rainy day. Aye, rainy day. Aye. So, as you can see, there is the payment, so you can all go along. I think the thing to do is go along to this circus, have a look around, inspect it, and see if perhaps there's something dangerous going on. Perhaps, I don't know. Could
Sounds
be anything.
like a plan.
Aye, you do that, Lionel. Oh, we're just so happy to see you, though. Don't get yourself hurt.
Well, I might, but just a little bit. I can heal, remember.
Oh, but you've got such a pretty wee face. I don't want it getting all scratched up. You've got a bit of wine on your chin, by the way, and she gets a cloth and rubs your chin.
Wait, she doesn't use her thumb?
No, she's got a special mum cloth for cleaning chins. But she spits on it first, very obviously.
Okay, sure.
Can you still not grow a proper beard?
I'm fairly sure it's not gonna be possible for me.
That's fine.
Isn't Cadence your beard?
What?
We want to catch up with you. We really do, lad. Tomorrow, once you've done, solving the problems at the carnival and we've paid you, we'll take you out we'll probably need you to take us out for dinner because we'll have given you all our money. But we'll take you out for a nice dinner and make sure that we get a good catch up. We'll feed you up a bit because you're a bit skinny.
Well, of course, sure.
Oh, it's so good to see you. See, Gerald, I told you he wasn't eaten by orcs. Aye, you did, Agnes, and you kept saying he was probably eaten by orcs. You don't need to say that in front of him, Agnes. Aye, well, you did.
I haven't met many orcs, actually. Plenty of goblins. I've been a goblin.
Oh,
no,
what?
But no orcs.
Oh, that's good, All right, well, Yeah, we'll see you later. Oh, I don't want to say goodbye, but I must. And she, takes a few steps back with Gerald and begins talking at Gerald, while Gerald just sort of nods every now and then. Merton goes, well, yes, as you can see, that is the contract. She believes there is something up with the circus and its ringmaster, who I believe you might know from the sounds of it.
Well, we had our dealings.
Ah,
Let's
of course.
say I didn't really take well to his teaching.
Very well.
Did he not play the lute very well?
He has very different approach to performances and to art in general.
I thought he just, sent you off into the Feywild, basically.
Well, it was like I didn't really like what was going on there, so Feywilds was,
Ah, fair enough.
another way to become a good bard, and we all know how that ended up. So
Yeah, you became a warlock guy. But I haven't spent too much time in the Feywilds. All right.
I mean,
So do you guys head off to the circus?
yeah, let's do that.
Great.
Do we sign the contract first, or we just go along? With
You do the normal, rigmarole, sign the contract, all that kind of thing.
Can I read up what exactly is written in the contract, though?
It's not as hard. I know the show had those hard, legal contracts, but you guys are more experienced take members. They don't really give you those as often. This one is really just go investigate this circus. If something is amiss, deal with it. You'll get paid this much. If it turns out there's actually nothing wrong at the circus and there's nothing to deal with, you won't get paid the full amount. But there's a small time fee. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm not planning on. I'll just and they will pay after we do the thing, or do they pay in front?
They've given the money to Merton already, and then at the end, Merton gives you the money.
Yeah, I will just separate my part and give it back to them because
Yeah.
I have enough money for myself.
It's very nice of you not to bankrupt your parents,
Yeah.
as opposed to me. Yeah, cool. All right, I'll remember that for the end. That will make their lives a lot easier in the future.
Well, I don't know if they're planning to go anywhere, but I could probably get them comfortably settled in Vasselheim because I have a lot of money at the
Yeah.
moment. So.
Yeah, we can talk about that at the end, once you've gone and dealt with this strange carnival.
Also, a question: would it be possible to change the bard instrument into violin instead of mandolin because violin is sort of Lionel's thing?
Is it flavor only?
Yeah, I mean, it's just that he, it's part of his aesthetic to play violin.
Just
Did he
play
not
the
be
mandolin
proficient?
with a bow.
Because bards are only proficient with a certain number of items, aren't they? Of instruments.
I mean, I don't care. If you just wanted to say it's a violin, doesn't bother me, but what the rest do you think?
I would have to work very hard to give a toss.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Yeah, go for it. If it makes it more
Thank
fun.
you.
It's a mandolin, but, it was made originally for a gnome, so you can play it as a violin.
Okay.
Alright, what do you guys do?
I guess we go to the circus, right? Question mark.
That seems like a good way to start this contract about investigating the circus.
Right?
Yeah, I just needed confirmation. Okay, so you guys head outside. You move through Vasselheim. It's set up just outside the gates of Vasselheim, kind of within view of the walls, but not actually. I mean, you know what? Actually, it would make more sense. It's set up inside, because there's a huge area of Vasselheim that belongs to the Wild Mother, where they have lots of farming and stuff. So there's large fields actually within the walls of Vasselheim. So it's set up there, but in the middle of these big fields, so quite far away from any buildings or it's like being in the middle of a very large park in the middle of the city. You're still in the city, but unless you really look around, it's hard to tell. And you make your way to the circus. So I actually have I know we all to turn our music off sometimes, but I actually have some music for some nice circusy music if people want to listen in.
I've got my music
Dear,
on.
there's a clown.
I'm switching over from my thing.
1 second. There we go. So yeah, you arrive at this big, and you can see there's kind of a diagram of it, of this big top that's been set up. Bright red, and blue, and on white. And you can see there are a couple of people like going in and out of the circus tent. Looks like they're visitors, guests who are here to see the show. And outside, and it's the sun has kind of started to set. Like we're going into we're going from afternoon to evening right now. So you're here for like an evening show. And you can see there's 2 hippogriffs over here that are being tended to by this very happy, jolly-looking figure with eye makeup. You recognize, a clown up in front, and he's like tending to these 2 hippogriffs. And he sees the 4 of you approaching, and he goes, "Well, hi there."
I think
Hello.
we have found the problem with this circus. We need to destroy this immediately.
I'll, as like I'm walking toward it, like to introduce myself, I'll have my familiar invisible.
Okay.
Just slightly touch somewhere to use her.
What, inflict wounds? Heart sight.
No.
Current emotional state if the creature is fails. Alignment. Okay, so I need to make a save for this lovely clown fellow. You want to make your characters immediately suspicious? Have a clown.
Celestials, fiends, and undead automatically fail.
Oh, they automatically fail.
Yep.
Okay. He is a fey creature. Automatically fail. He's a fey creature, and he is chaotic evil. He looks
Okay.
goes, "Hi, everybody."
Well, hello. What's
What's
up with all this? What's happening?
Oh, well, you're just in time for the next performance of the carnival. Isn't that great?
Oh, that's amazing, right,
If
guys?
you'd arrived a little earlier, we could have sent you up for a hippogriff ride, but I'm putting them away for the start of the show. But if you head on inside right now, you should have plenty of time to get your seats and enjoy the show.
Okay, yeah, we're definitely gonna do that.
Great.
Are the hippogriff trained to?
Oh, yeah, they're all trained up. Wouldn't be very safe to have non-trained hippogriffs here.
Yep. So, and I'll just sort of start pushing like everyone towards like the circle.
You all have a lovely day.
You too.
Just head on
And-
through the first tent. That's our hall of curiosities, and into the second part. That's where the show will take place.
Guys, wait for me. And as I just go to them, I just whisper to them like, "Guys, he was totally evil. Like, I can
Yes.
tell."
We figured that out when we looked at him.
Can I inside Lionel? Is he just like afraid of you know? Is he like
You
a
can make your
phobia?
own decision of whether or not you would think he's just like him. So you move in and you find yourself standing in a big top. The high steepled top ceiling made of canvas. And you're in a room filled with caged creatures of various levels of strangeness and wonder. So all of these kind of like brown boxes or cages. And then there's also like a divider kind of going through the room, which is the other stuff that's blocked off. In the first cage, you can see this weird, like, it looks like a giant mole, but with these horrible, like, tentacles coming out of its face. And it's kind of crammed into this cage, and it's in the middle of, like, munching some like, meat that's been thrown in there.
Lovely.
And it's there's a little plaque that says, the Dog Mole Juggernaut. You can also see there's a basilisk over here, though the basilisk has clearly been had its eyes removed so it can't turn anyone to stone.
Oh. Right.
And then further inside, you can see there's more cages with other creatures. A hairy goat man who is pacing inside of his cage, bleating angrily. A big, like, towering bear with a little hat on. You can see some sort of strange, like, grey-skinned creature with 3 eyes and, like, jagged teeth and claws that's crammed into a cage. And more as you kind of go through.
Not look very good. Also, I'm keeping my familiar, like, invisible.
Yep, that's
like,
fine. That is a
at
cage
all times.
you're moving into there, Catty.
I realise.
Okay, you can't move into there.
I ride the kitty.
It's not, no. Oh no, the drugs are kicking in. Okay, it's all right, Adam. Just ride it out with us.
Is this just an ordinary goat?
No, it's a goat man. He is a man goat. He is like standing on his legs, and as you kind of come up to him, he like bleats angrily. Meh.
That's the food pen for the rest of the monsters.
I should be able to understand him even if he doesn't speak common, because I can speak with animals.
Behold,
he
somebody
is-
with the head of a goat and the body of a goat. He is truly nature's biggest mistake.
You can't understand him. He isn't a beast.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it was not a secret goat language.
What is the ability you're attempting to use? Is it like you can speak with beasts? Because he is not a beast.
It's called beast speech. I can speak to animals, basically.
Yeah,
I understand.
He is not a beast. He is not an animal. You also see, as you come deeper inside, there is this terrifying nightmare fuel creature with the body of a scaled, like, human-esque body, but then like a millipede's legs underneath. That it like this long millipede body, like wriggling and writhing inside its thing. You see over here, there's this big, like, towering tall creature that appears to have the body of an ogre, and then the legs. It looks like the legs of an elephant, like it's an elephant centaur. It looks down at you and like goes, "Rudalish labraktorch." And then here there's a piggy. And here
Yeah, I was admiring the pig.
yeah, it just seems to be a normal boar that's in here. Like, not everything can be an amazing wonder, so this one's just a boar.
Just a
What
quick
is-
question.
Yeah?
Is this the guy from Ice Age?
From Ice Age? No.
Oh,
No, he is not.
no.
What does the elephant centaur dude say to me?
Helmut, it says, "What are you looking at, tiny creature? If I was not in this cage, I would show you real power."
Why can't you show us power from inside the cage?
What are you talking at me with your silly tongue for? Learn Loxodonian, you prick.
No.
I think I understood that. I think that was no. Yeah, he appears to have his own language, but he doesn't seem to understand common. So he's just kind of making what sounds like beastly grunts to everyone else, but you recognize as him basically telling everyone to fuck off.
I can relate.
Yeah.
On a very deep level. What about you? Who are you?
Let me check if they actually have a language. I think they do. It looks at you, and you can see that its like mandibled mouth has been like he's got like a muzzle on. So it sort of looks at you and goes, like, you know, clitters a bit, but can't really say it. Like, can't make words if he is able to.
I understand.
It's a beast.
Sorry?
I don't suppose it is a beast.
No, it's a monster. Like, definitely a monstrosity of some kind. The
Yep.
bear and the pig are beasts, and they're like saying, "I hate being in this cage." The bear's like, "I hate wearing this hat. I wish I could take this bloody hat off. Fuck this hat, and I don't want to dance."
Yeah, I'm just gonna... The memory of this creature, I'm just gonna put it in the same drawer as where I put my memories of being a goblin.
The wank bank.
When you come around the corner, you can see there are these two, like, horrible, like, insectoid creatures with, like, they're about the size of like they're medium-sized creatures, so they're quite large, and they've got like carapace armor on and these big like serrated claws. And when they see you, they hiss angrily, and I think they try and like throw little spikes at you, like they've got little protruding spikes. But they instead of having the bars are very very close together, like they're chicken wired around here. So they just bounce off the chicken wire and they then hiss angrily.
Do the barbs regrow after they throw them, or?
No, but you imagine they probably do over time. They don't like just instantly reappear. They have a lot of them on their body.
Okay, let's continue. I have a feeling it's not gonna get much better.
I think it's pretty entertaining.
The last creature you see is sitting in a fairly large cage. It looks like that. It's kind of like it's like a very large dog. Like it has the size of like an oversized mastiff to it, but with like these big canines and strange like coloring to it. And his little tag says "Angel Dog" on it, and it's sitting very like still and very like regally in its little cage and just watching you all with like curious eyes. Unlike the other, which are like hissing and biting at you, it's just watching you.
What did you say his name was? Ancient Dog?
The little tag just says like Angel Dog, but they've all had kind of very general tags like Wonder Pig, Elephant Man, that kind of thing.
I would like to greet him in Celestial.
Alright. So you say something in Celestial. What do you say to him?
Just like, hello?
It bows its head very slightly and then like looks back up at you.
Oh, okay. I don't suppose you're very happy here, correct?
Tilts its head to the side and then it shakes its head.
Okay.
That means you're not correct.
Would you
It rolls
please...
its eyes at Catty.
Would you please just put your paw on the cage for a moment? And I would like you to meet my friend. And I make Bloom appear.
Okay.
And would like to, do the hard side and find out if it's a good aligned creature.
Cool. Where do you get this heart sight ability from?
She's a fairy.
Oh, okay, so that's just the thing fairies can do. That's cool.
So she gets that ability, like, naturally.
Alright. So, Tuxedo magically knows the creature's current emotional state. It is unhappy and annoyed. The creature's alignment is good. It's a good aligned creature.
Okay. So, we'll just try to deal with whatever's keeping you here, and then I'll do my best to come back for you.
I could try to pick the lock.
Its tail wags.
Should we open all the cages now or after we've seen the show?
I don't think that's a great idea. I think we should
You don't want
first
to see the
deal
show?
with whatever's happening over there, and
From this direction, you can hear quite a bit of noise, like murmured voices, people like chatting with each other. It sounds like there's quite a few people beyond.
Would you like me to see if I can pick the lock?
Not yet. I don't want to put too much attention on us right from the start.
Yeah, you're not entirely alone either. Like, there would be occasionally clowns walking to and from in this room, because it's, kind of part of their space. Like, you might be able to do it, but there would be a role for, like, stealth involved.
Well, I can't stop you from doing whatever you want, but I said what I said.
Let's go. I want to see clowns die.
Don't we all? So, in the room beyond, there is another. So don't go too far into the room yet. Let me describe it and such.
Oh, sorry.
So there's another big top. Effectively, you kind of go for a little connecting bit with very kind of like fairy lights. Just like got captured dragonflies in bottles, adding some ambient lighting to this little hallway. And then beyond, there is sort of a ring in the middle surrounded by seating. And you can see the seating has lots of lots of people, like more than I'm showing here. This is just a couple of people to give you an idea. Lots of Vasselheim citizens, various ages. There's like mothers with their children. There's older people, all here like excitedly like watching the show. And as soon as you come in, there's kind of like a heady atmosphere to it, like when you enter an event, kind of as it's going, and there's already that kind of like energy in the air, that excited energy. You can see there's clowns going around handing drinks to people. Giving out drinks, giving out popcorn. There's that smell of candy floss in the air. And in the middle of the room, you can see there is a ringmaster. He's got makeup on. He's wearing very flamboyant clothing. He would have a top hat and cane. And he's in the middle of the room, and he's like, come forwards, one and all! Join the carnival! Prepare yourselves for a night of excess, of wonder. You will experience things you've never experienced before, for this is the carnival. This is where you come to feel excess, to feel fear, to feel wonder, to see things you've never seen before, to have the time of your life. Come forwards, drink and be happy. And a clown comes up to you all and goes, would you like to have a drink? And holds out a tray with several goblets on it.
I take one, and then I just take a deep breath, and I want to detect magic around myself.
Okay.
Like, I'm not trying to inhale the drink, but, just like the atmosphere. It should be 45 feet.
Alright. So it's just the detect magic spell, yeah? I think that's 30 feet for the detect magic spell. But...
I have a blessing. Where do I go?
Well, even within 35 feet of you, there is magic everywhere. You can see enchantment magic is like swirling around all the people here, and like heavily on the glasses of wine. Like powerful enchantment magic to like befuddle and confuse the mind. You see illusion magic everywhere. Like many of the people in the crowd are under illusion guises and spells, and you can see the ringmaster is swirling with infernal magic of some variety.
Oh dear. I just thank for the drink, and like wait for him to like leave us again, so I can tell this information to the rest of the crew.
Yeah. So he gives everyone a goblet, and then he kind of smiles and waits a moment to see if you'll take a drink.
Catty's gonna have a drink.
All right. Could you make a wisdom saving throw for me, Catty?
What? Yes, that was rolling to self. Oh, that one's even better.
You are fine. You feel a little more drunk, but you don't feel any other effects.
Yes.
Well, enjoy. Like the clown goes off in this direction.
Don't tell me what to do.
Take your seats! Take your seats, one and all! The show is about to begin!
Don't believe anything you see, expect everything to be an illusion. I just say silently to the rest of our crew.
I would like to do some. I would like to stealthily cast Death Ward on myself.
Roll a sleight of hand check for me. Yeah, you're fine. You death ward yourself. Alright, do you all go and take some seats?
Shall we sit at the front?
Yeah, I suppose.
If I'm sitting way at the back where it's somewhat shadowy.
I would like to stay by Catty so we can have a better look at the show that's about to go on.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay with Kathy too.
Okay. So
I mean that too, but
delicious plus
right.
5.
So you
and I would like to take the layout of where are the mothers with children and stuff, where would be the areas we have to protect first, and
yeah,
that sort of.
I mean, it's just a bustling crowd. They have a full house. It's their first night in town, So, looking around, you can tell everyone's kind of already, like, you guys arrived a little late to the show. Everyone else has kind of been already warmed up a bit, and there might have been an act already. They've been having some drinks. They've been kind of breathing in this powerful, enchanting environment. And they all seem quite hyped up already. And the ringmaster's like, welcome one and all. We hope you've enjoyed our amazing opening acts. Juggling of fire. Death-defying, trick sword eating. What is life without a little bit of danger? What is life without risk? Without the excesses that come with it? And he grins and says, what is life without debauchery? Without violence? Without the wonders of the carnival? And the crowd is cheering. There are like mothers with their kids like going, yeah, blood! And they're way too hyped up and into it. And the ringmaster looks at the crowd and goes, I require volunteers! And they're like, woo, volunteers! Yeah! And he looks at the crowd. You can see he's like moving his hands kind of strangely. And a woman from the crowd just like blinks a few times and like wanders into the so like, good, there's one! Who else? Looks around and a man from the crowd on the other side like, blinks and wanders in. Excellent! Excellent! They understand that life is excitement. Life is nothing without danger. And they both like reach down underneath nearby sort of chairs or desks or just part of the scenery into the hay and come out with knives. It's like, who wants to see danger? Who wants to see something they've never seen before? And the crowd is cheering. And the ringmaster, good, good. And steps aside. It's like, then let the show really begin. And you can see these two people are like looking at each other, and they've got their knives in hand, and they begin to like approach each other.
Oh, this is so staged.
Could I roll insight for that?
Yeah.
It's all acting, They pretend to hate each other. They just stomp on the floor to make it sound real. Fake blood and all that rubbish.
Joshua, you are fairly certain these people are in some way ensorcelled and about to try and kill each other.
Ensorcelled?
Good, that's, I will try shaking Cat. I think we need to do something about this. This seems like the people...
They're two consenting adults. They can do what they wish.
And they...
Well, it's not consent if you're both being drugged by one guy. Roofies are a thing.
Yeah, they circle each other and then like begin to do some like jabs at each other with the blades. The other one jumping back.
Fine. I will do something. Ugh. You! What are you doing?
Alright, so you stagger just into the thing. Yeah, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
And the man stops and looks at you with confused eyes and like, I must see the red flow. It will be beautiful.
I agree, but that only happens once a month. And I don't have all day. Could I have that knife, please?
He looks confused. The ringmaster steps through like, are you so eager to join the festivities, my dear friend? You so eager to be part of the carnival? And he kind of gives you a look over and goes, Came in late, did you? Not fully in the festive mood, I see.
I am incredibly in the festive mood. Some of my facial muscles have returned, and I am using them to the maximum of the thing. Can I have the knife now, please?
Yeah, the confused man just hands you the knife. Like, there you go. Like, looks around and goes, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special treat for you today. Looking in the crowd, I see some adventuring sorts. Types with a little more backbone to them. And the crowd, some of the crowd really start cheering. It's like, I think we all know what that means. A show especially for us. And he takes a step back and goes, kill them. And then I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative as several of the people in the crowd, their illusions drop. And they turn from normal people into...
Clowns.
I'm thinking the same thing.
No, into
Sorry, man.
strange fey creatures. Brr.
They are red caps.
The clowns also, however, transform.
Oh.
Into bigger clowns.
That's not even their final form, is it?
No, it's not their final form. They transform into even worse clowns.
Oh god,
This is
they're
going
horrifying.
straight into the nightmare folder.
Yep. It's my favorite folder, the nightmare folder.
Lionel, did you want to roll your initiative?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm already like so lost in thinking what I'm gonna do. Oh shit.
Alright, so initiatives. I got a bunch to roll. That one. That one. Oh, my guys are... They're ready to drop the... drop upon thee.
Oh god, there's one somewhere else just in the middle of everything over there. So are any people, like, actual people left?
Yes, quite a few actually. Although they still seem to think this is kind of part of the show for the moment. But there are people still in their kind of frenzy. So yeah, the commoners are still commoners. There's still like people amongst these strange monsters. Although you think that you don't know. Maybe once stuff happens, they might start running away. You don't know.
Yeah, it depends whether they will try to kill us first or try to kill the innocent.
Now I have to open a whole bunch of character sheets.
And in an initiative order.
Yes, let me get that. Boop. That tiny catty. Tiny catty.
The Smurf nipple.
The Smurf nipple. Am I missing anyone?
That's the name for deep gnomes.
Sorry?
Isn't that the name for deep gnomes?
Red caps?
What, Smurf
No.
nipples?
Oh,
Smurf
Smurf
nipples?
nipples. Yeah, kind of actually. You're not far off. Have I rolled for everyone there? I have. Oh, you know what? Let's change the Ringmaster's token. Guess you don't do it. Okay, so the first to react is across here. One of the illusions breaks, and a figure covered in like a golden, glowing elven figure stands up. And I haven't opened his one yet.
I am a shiny golden god.
He kind of is, yeah. And he like lets out a booming laugh and says, "To the slaughter, then!" And he is going to. Yeah, he just rushes like through the crowd. Actually, he like the crowd's probably difficult terrain, so he's gonna he disappears in like a burst of like summery light and reappears beside you, Catty.
Hello.
He says hello back. Hello. And he's going to swing his longsword at you. I'm just checking if everything's set up right.
Bon chance.
Okay. Touch the turn. Okay, so longsword going to swing at you. Swing.
That
Swing.
misses. That misses.
Okay, so swings the longsword at you twice, but catches it on your shield, and he growls angrily when he does. And that's his turn. The clown.
Have you seen the clown with the drink? And where has he gone?
Just staggering around, wanting more drink. The clowns are all going to start pushing towards you. But they'll be somewhat slowed down by the crowd. So that one have to dash, I guess? Yeah. Dashes for the crowd to get to you. This one is going to dash for the crowd to get to Catty. This one is going to dash through the crowd to get to Celadine. So that's all of them. So that's them. So most of them are just pushing for the crowd because it's quite hectic and busy to get to you. But one of them does make it to Lionel and begins attacking you, Lionel.
Yay!
Yay! So it's going to make 2... Oh, actually, they've got bows, which they could be using. Oh, well, they just want to come and stab you. So, Lionel, 2 dagger attacks on you.
Bring it.
Stab. Stab.
Well, that hits.
They brought it, yeah.
That too.
And could you make a Constitution saving throw for me? Twice, since you got hit twice. Alright, so let's see.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's 14. Oh no, she's sorry.
Yeah, Catty moved away.
Actually, I hit Joshua with that, but not Lionel. With my aura, sorry.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just checking it's not like you pass one. Okay, take damage. Alright. Lionel, you roll 2d6 for me.
Wow.
Alright, you just collapse and fall asleep. You're like, "Ah," and you fall
And
on
it's
the floor.
like it's poison on the dagger, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Although, actually, he'd have stabbed... Which one? Oh, you fell in the second one. Okay, so if it had been the first one, he'd have stabbed you again and woke you up. Because it was the second one, it knocks you out. So you take that damage and you fall asleep.
Great.
Great. Yeah.
What a great start.
Saladin, it's your turn. So one of the members of the crowd nearby to you has, like, transformed into this strange, like, pale creature. A clown has just ran at you as fast as it can with a knife, cackling with laughter. There it is, Kevin. There's the clown.
Yeah, I fucking hate the clown. I'm not even afraid of clowns, and I fucking hate this clown. Oh god. I'm gonna take a really dangerous chance. I'm gonna move 10 feet to here, provoking an attack from the clown.
Okay, he will swing at you as you move away. Stab. Missing you.
Wow, something missed me. I would like to cast a spell.
Yeah, nothing here counterspells you.
Okay, I am burning 4 sorcery points to twin spell Greater Invisibility onto myself and the sleeping Lionel.
Alright, you and Lionel
Oh, wow.
disappear.
I'll shake you awake next turn round. Sorry, Lionel. I've just realised I have prevented anyone from waking you. But you're greatly invisible.
I mean, Joshua still knows where
That's
the
gotta
sleeping
be
Lionel's
helpful.
lying down.
I was
Yeah,
about
Everyone
to
does.
cast that spell myself.
Except no, I can't cast, Spirit.
Yeah, that's true. Alright, so you and Lionel disappear. The Ringmaster...
Wait, do the clowns have just normal sight, or do they have true sight, or anything that would see invisible people?
They have clown sight, which doesn't let them see invisible people. It just lets them see children to scare and eat.
I use the remainder of my speed to move over to the corner here.
Okay. The Ringmaster moves to the back of the room, and it's like, yes! Get them! Enjoy yourselves! Tear them apart! As you say that, like, it becomes kind of more clear that something is wrong, and you can see the crowd are starting to, like, nervously, like, stand up, and like, looks like they're going to try and bolt out of the place. Cool. But that's all he does. He just moves to the back of the room. The Darkling Elders... they are going...
Duckling Elves.
Yes, the Duckling Elves. This one's going to go and attack Joshua. I don't have your sheets open yet. Darn. Dark.
And this is why you make macros.
I don't have time. Well, shit here. I barely got this ready in time. Right, so they are going to... So they've just got short swords. So they are just going to... One of them is going to run up and attack Joshua twice. So Joshua, swing, swing.
The first one hits because it's crit.
Okay, so ching, sword cuts into you. The other ones, much like the clowns, struggle through the crowd a bit to get to you. So this one is going to. Oh, actually, this one's going to run through the crowd. And they're going to jump out and they're going to try and like gang up on Catty. I can't really stand there. That's the post. So we'll dash. But one of them's going to get to attack Catty because it didn't have too far to go. So Catty, 2 strikes on you. Hiya! Hiya!
Misses.
Okay. Other Darkling Elder all the way over here is going to just run out into here. And that is it for Darkling Elders. Particularly nasty looking Red Cap is going to run over here and try and get Joshua. So Joshua, this like small like dwarf-sized creature comes towards you. It's got really heavy like steel boots, like clonk, clonk, clonk on the floor. As it gets to you, it's going to try and kick you like with these big like solid boots. So could you make a strength save for me? Alright, yeah, you pass. So it gives you a good solid kick, but it catches you mostly on the shield. It's like, "Rah!" And then it's going to try and bite you. Nom. And then it's going to try and pike you twice. Pike. Pike.
Miss.
All that AC. Cool. So they come charging out, but you can't really get at you. Lionel, it's you guys rolled awful on initiative.
Could she try to telepathically scream in my head to try to wake me up?
I mean, she could come down and use an action to wake you up.
Neat.
Because
That's the most useful thing I've ever seen a familiar do.
But like, I mean, she knows where you are, and like, there's nothing to stop her doing it.
So I'm awake then?
I guess, yeah.
I guess that will be her whole turn.
Yeah, she
suppose
comes
that's
down, like,
technical
lands on your face and slaps it a few times.
Yeah, and then disappear again and fly up a little bit.
Can she disappear again? Because she's used her action to wake you up.
Does
I'm
doing the help act, does that break?
I'm
her
going to say it
invisibility?
does, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm being nice enough to let the familiar wake him up in the first place. So the familiar can come down and wake you up, but it has to shake you so vigorously it kind of breaks out.
Yeah, it's
the
an
spell.
action. So she's just like, she stays on me then.
Yeah. She's there, she kind of wakes you. You see this little, like, familiar, like, grabbing your eyelids, pulling them open, like, hey, wake up, dummy! But you're awake now. Or at least, you're invisible, though, so it would just be, like, poking you wherever it can find you, like, wake up! Okay. This weird red-skinned woman who has appeared in the crowd, who are now, like, actually afraid and screaming, stands up and is going to cast...
A spell.
You know what? No, it's not going to cast a spell. It's going to move a little closer to y'all. And it shouts, "Let the blood flow freely." And it's going to use an ability, which is a bonus action. It's frivolous, blah, blah, blah. Oh, no, it's just an action. Okay. So it does this. Could all of you make a Constitution saving throw for me?
Starts its turn in the affected area.
Oh, start turn. So at the beginning of your turn, you'll have to make the saving throw.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Alright, so it moves forwards and, like, begins to just draw the blood out of everyone around it. And you can see, like, the commoners begin to scream as, like, the effect hits them as well. And she begins to cackle happily.
Commoners would just die instantly.
Oh yeah, they're all fucked. Although every commoner within 30 feet of her is fucked. Which is a lot of humanity.
Would it be possible to dispel that?
You don't really know.
I think I have an idea. You do you.
Okay.
Alright, so she is just drawing the blood out of everyone. Lionel, it's your turn.
Constitution save.
Yeah, each creature has choosing.
I suppose.
It definitely chooses you. Yeah. Alright, so you take, let's see. You take 4d6 plus 4 damage. So, 4d6 plus 4. Necrotic damage. So you take 13 damage.
Oh, nice. I'm resistant to necrotic, so I take 6, 7?
Yeah, half of 13. You take half of 13, so 6.
Okay. My... And I'm invisible. That's great.
Yeah, the clowns don't seem to have any idea where you are. They're looking around like... There's one who looks like he might stab the space you're in, but...
Okay, I'm gonna move... Oh, wait.
You would be
still,
prone, so
like...
you...
Oh yeah, I stand up. But there are still commoners, right? That would get affected by area of effect type of thing.
Yes.
Are there already dead people?
The ones within 30 feet of this hag do not look long for this world, unfortunately.
So it is possible for me to find 5 corpses.
There's no one dead yet.
Oh, not dead. Oh, okay. I misunderstood what you said. Okay,
They're in the middle of screaming as blood is drawn out of their eyes and mouths and noses.
Lionel finds a small group of children and stands ominously next to them, waiting for their turn to begin. Not my thing.
Just ready in action, you know.
How are you feeling?
Okay, I will then spread my wings as an action, and fly up, so I'm out of reach of all these melee bitches.
Okay, you fly up.
And bonus action. Oh, I'm invisible, so I can't use my amazingness. Damn it! And I just shout to Caddy, "Get your shit together! We need to defeat all these people." Inspiration.
All right,
I feel thoroughly inspired.
Joshua.
Voice in my head.
Right, con save.
Yep, make the con save.
Make it.
All right, you take half of 20 damage.
So that's 10. I would like to cast a spell.
Sure. Nothing counterspells you.
I will try banishing the hag before she can kill any innocents.
Nice. All right, so you can see she's surrounded by like a good 20, 30 people, probably more actually, who are like grabbing their faces, screaming as blood is drawn out of them. The hag grins as she's drawing all this blood to her. Let me just check if she has magic resistance, because she has a weird magic resistance. She does. So 19. She does not disappear though.
Dang it! That was such a good idea though.
That would have been really good. I wanted that to happen, but she does.
Well, you could have just forgot about it, but yeah, it's fine.
I normally do. This is like the rare time I remembered.
Yeah.
Because it's the hag.
Yeah, this is my turn. Then I don't really need to move anywhere.
Yeah. Alright, so you try and banish her, but you can't. The other red caps, they don't have very much movement, I don't think. They've got 25 reach. And they're being slowed down a bit by the crowd. They're just going to stomp, in... I think they each hack down a commoner on their way into the crowd and then just stand in here, except for the one next to Joshua, who will attempt to murder you, Joshua. Alright, so it strikes you 3 times with its wicked sickle. 1, 2, 3.
Oh wow, 2 of them hit.
Good. Alright, so this little figure with a hat, and you can tell the hat is actually covered in wet blood. Hacks at you twice with this horrible sickle and cackles as it does. Catty, it's finally your turn.
I'm gonna pick my target. I'm gonna cast the spell. Oh, actually, no. I need to make a con save first, don't I? For
yes, you
blood thing. Blood duty.
Blood duty.
Duty. Doing that one.
Alright, you take half of 19.
Yeah, so that's 9. Oh, 9. Cool. I'm gonna cast a spell.
Sure, nothing counterspells you.
I'm gonna Misty Step 30 feet to here,
Okay.
and then walk 10 feet next to the Ringmaster and say, "You promised me a show and entertainment, and then you bugger off, and I don't like that. Eat sword with man." I'm gonna stab him.
Alright.
I stab him good. I'm gonna put some smiting into that. I'm thinking a level 2 divine smite.
Sure, go for it.
Fuck him up.
Level 2. Oh, first terrible roll, second terrible roll coming up. Ah, yep, I was right. Pretty terrible rolls, so that's an extra 13 on top of that.
Alright, what is half of the radiant damage?
So that was 11 plus 13 is 24, so 12.
Alright. You run the sword right through this ringmaster's body. Like going through the heart, its eyes bulge, blood pours out of its mouth. And the eyes roll back in the ringmaster's head, and the ringmaster collapses. Well, he's impaled on your sword, so he doesn't like collapse and die. He just stands there for a second, and then underneath the ringmaster's skin, these large bugs like come out of its mouth, like wriggle around under its skin. They come out of its mouth and like nibble at the blood that came out for a second, and nibble around the wound, and then they kind of push back inside. And the ringmaster's dead eyes open up, and he looks into your gaze. And oh, wrong one. Wrong token. Looks into your eyes and gives you a smile and goes, looks at you and goes, "Poor Gerald. He didn't do anything wrong. Oh well."
Can you make him big?
Sure. Kind of looks like that after you murder him.
Oh, fuck.
Well, he obviously did something wrong, otherwise he wouldn't have had this happen to him, and I'll stab him as well.
Okay. Go for it.
20? Not a crit this time, but 20. And I won't put a smite into it.
It's not
Wait,
there
did that
we go.
count as killing a living creature?
Yes. Yes, that
In
counts.
that case, my sword is fully charged. Does this... Oh, actually, no, I can't ask if he... I'm going to put all the Radiant Soul into that as well, so... An extra 11 Radiant damage.
Okay.
No, not Radiant Soul, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, it's Soul Burst. Radiant Soul's going to have the wings out. So it's... Oh, it's 9 psychic damage.
Alright.
So 6 slashing, 2 radiant, 9 psychic.
Okay. Sorry, I'm keeping track in stuff. Okay, sorry. Alright. So what's the total damage there?
Oh, I don't know what resistances you have. That's
Yeah,
why in bits and
he's a
pieces.
weird monster, so that's why I'm taking a minute to work out the different things.
6 slashing, 2 radiant,
Wait,
9.
sorry, I got it. So 17.
Okay.
Alright. The weird, like, zombie body, like you're saying, does not, like, collapse. But he's like, you hack him in a way like, that should kill somebody. I just sliced him across the neck. And he just, like, grins at you. Like, good one. Want to try again?
I will do later.
Excellent.
That's into my turn.
Alright. Let's see if the Summer Ladrin gets its phase step back. 6 or a 5. 3. It does not, so it's not going to go after Catty. Oh, sorry, at the beginning of this turn, all the commoners within 30 foot of this hag have the life just drained out of them. Like, and they fall to the ground. Like, you know, blood coming out of their noses. All the ones further away, like, seeing this happen, scream and begin to, as quickly as possible, exit the place. So they all just leg it. Running, like, some of them running actually, like, to the walls. And scratch them. It should be cloth, so they should be able to get out. But it looks like the cloth is extremely resistant to their attempts.
What about the old man with the white hair?
The old man with the white hair just sits in his seat and goes, "I paid for my ticket. And I ain't going nowhere.
What about the little girl next to the hag?
Oh, she's dead. Blech.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so all the ones within 30 feet of the hag die. All the other ones run either to like the walls to try and like claw their way out, or just down this corridor. And you know they don't seem to be able to get out for the tent wall, the flaps. Even though it should just be canvas that should just yield to them. The Summer Eladrin. Can he see anything? No, he's just got dark vision. All right, he's 30 feet away from me. Yeah, so he'd chase after his like martial foe.
Unless any of this is like.
No, now that the crowd's dispersed, nothing's difficult terrain anymore.
Okay.
Unless you like want right up to the walls. Oh, I forgot about his fearsome presence. I'll just continue forgetting about that because it's boring. He is going to run up to you and just strike at you twice with his longsword. 1, 2.
Misses.
The 23 misses?
What?
The 23 misses?
Why does he have advantage?
No, the first strike. Before your aura of courage.
Oh, no, 23 hits, sorry.
Alright, so he gets you once.
Is it magical weapon?
His attacks... Let me check. His attacks, I don't know if they count as magical or not. No, it is not.
Okay, so I'll reduce that by 3, so that 14 damage total.
Yeah, so he comes up, strikes you once with his sword, grinning as he does so. Then it is the weird clowns goes. So they are all going to, because the only person they can see now is Joshua, because the tank ran off. So they are going to, now they've got clearer shots, they're just going to fire short bows at Joshua.
Cool.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 of them, each with 2 attacks. So they like bring out these bows and just start firing at you. 1, 2, 1, 2. Do either of those hit?
I just did 23.
Little too OP.
Make a Constitution save, please.
The sleep poison, but it specifies unconscious, makes me really irked. The fact that El's sleep immunity is just ignored. No, it's not ignored. It's worked around.
1, 2. Okay, so that's 3 of them are fired, so 2 more.
Okay.
Alright, so only one of them manages to catch you with this deluge of arrows. In the back here, this curtain gets pulled back, and these 2 move forwards. Seeing Catty, they're going to try and stab Catty with their pointy knives. So, Catty?
Yep.
1, 2. 1, 2. But your armor is too thick for them to stab through. Saladin, it's your go.
Okay, I need to make a con save first.
Oh, yep, because of...
I'm just in range. Well, though, it's her choice. Can she choose me if she can't see me?
Yeah, I think she can. She knows you're about, so she chooses to get
Oh, shit.
So how much was it? Sorry, it was... How much was it doing? It was
You have to roll it for each
Yeah, it
person,
was
I think.
46 or something. Yeah, 46
Want me to
plus
roll it?
Ah, no, I've got it. 4d6 plus 4. 20 damage.
Fuck. Like, half or so. And I'll need to make a con save for invisibility. DC 10. Safe.
Alright. So yeah, you feel some of the blood drained out of you. All around you, like, people are just dropping to the ground screaming as blood is pulled out of their skin, out of their eyes. And this hag is, like, cackling with glee.
3, 5, 6. I'm just gonna move. Actually, I'm gonna move here instead, if that's okay.
Sure.
I would like to cast a spell.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, I am casting a fireball.
Okay.
And I'm going to dump it.
Oh, this guy would have ran off. Oh, he'd be dead because he was close within 30 feet. Blam.
You don't want to hit the old man. He's an innocent.
Oh, is he? Oh, poor
As
bastard.
far as we're aware, yeah.
I came here for a show and I'm not leaving till it's done. I don't care if there's some sort of strange fae or devil bullshit, I'm gonna enjoy my seat.
Sorry, I am struggling to find an AoE that does not kill the old man.
What?
And also hits...
I thought you'd rather. I mean, the sun god person over the hag. I don't know, man. I'm questioning your life
Allegiance.
choices.
Yeah, that's the only way I'm gonna not kill the old man, and also I'm struggling to not hit any of ye doing that too. So I think just there'll do the job.
Alright.
And because I'm usually too reserved, I'm gonna cast it at level 5.
Alright. So you bring some fire around your hand, you blast it out. Okay, so the hag, with her resistance,
That's a really bad roll.
takes 15.
Yeah, it's subpar, you know.
The Darkling Elders fail, pass. So one of the Darkling Elders is just just screams and burns up. One of them takes 15 damage. When these weird, dark dressed fae dies, it explodes.
Oh shit.
Joshua, could you make a Constitution save for me?
Do the two guys next to it have to make saves as well?
They do indeed. That one passes. Is it half on a fail or none?
Oh my god, they could trigger.
Yeah, half the damage and isn't blinded.
Okay, so this guy takes 2 damage.
Just leave them at 1 hit point, put them in a line, and just punch the first one, and just watch the domino effect.
That's the dream. That's the dream.
That's a monster specifically made for that, actually.
It's actually a 10-foot radius, so it would also get this little fellow.
I'm flying.
Here.
What
Not
about the
you,
blood?
but some of the baddies.
And the hag.
Is she within 10 foot? She is, isn't she?
Yeah.
Right, that guy takes...
These guys are our best weapon.
It would be funny if it blinded the hag. It does not, though.
Ah.
Okay, and then there are some red caps in the fireball. There are 3 of them. Can you just roll it again so I get the dex save closer at hand?
Yeah, did you do this Darkling here as well?
There were only 3 Darklings, wasn't there?
Alright. Yeah, I wasn't sure if all of them had been done.
Ah, yeah, I got all of them. Could you do the thing? I just need another dex save to press because there'll be multiple con saves. Thank you. Right, so the 3 normal red caps fail, pass, fail. So they some of them take 30 damage. One of them takes 15. And boss red cap takes... Does he have magic resistance? I don't think he does, but I'll just double check because he's a weird fey bugger. He does not. So he takes 30 as well, and that's resistant, which he is not. So he takes 30. Screams in pain as some of his bloody hat dries out. Yeah, so they are all blasted by fire. You see one of them dies, all the red caps look wounded. Yeah.
And the clown and the hag?
Yeah, the clown and the hag took a little bit of damage as well. Although I think they managed to pass their save.
Does the hag have to focus on her aura, or is it just happening?
It's just happening.
2 rounds though.
Oh well.
We
The
don't
place
know
to be.
And then I'm going to... Some of the building, because these were wooden seats and there was straw on the ground, catches fire.
Uh-oh.
Why is my icon so big? There we go. Fire. 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 Fire.
Oh no, they're summoning fire elementals.
Okay. Is there anything else, Celine?
No, I think I've done enough.
Alright. The ringmaster turns and just attempts to just wanders away.
Do I get an attack opportunity, or has he got some
He's
ability?
not making any attempt to disengage, so he just like wanders through his men. Deal with them for me. Make sure the show goes well. I'll be back for halftime.
I'll swing at him as he walks away then.
Go for it.
Ugh.
13 hits.
Oh, cool. I hit.
Okay. 8. Okay, so he would take... How much is that? That's 9 plus 8, 6... No, 17 damage. Okay, you hack one of its arms off. Like, an arm just falls to the ground with a noise. He looks at his arm like, huh, and then keeps going.
I've disarmed you.
That's a good one. I like it.
Maybe if I survive this, you could hire me to do stand-up. Oh wait, this isn't a comedy club. Where are we?
What the fuck's happening? So he walks over here, opens this back door, and walks outside. Then would close the door behind him.
What an asshole!
Yeah, just wandering off.
Guys, am I going after him, or are we doing a fight or something?
Let's not split the party. That didn't go so well last time.
Alright, so
I've
that's
never met
the
him
ringmaster.
before.
The Darkling Elder is going to... Well, how many of them are left? There's... This one's there. So they're going to run and attack Joshua. Running through some fire because... flames! So yeah, they just surround Joshua and start hacking at you with their short swords. So Joshua, on you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attacks.
Cool.
And none of them hit. They are doing well. They're doing some fine strikes, but
Yeah,
you're just covered in armor.
I just know I'm going to be attacked as a cleric. That's why I went for like good AC.
Also, half the party's invisible and the other half is far away, so they've got definite target in mind. They can see in mind.
Yeah.
All right, so that's them. The kind of tougher-looking red cap is going to attempt to give you a jolly good kick. Urgh. All right, so he kicks you in the chest, knocking you prone, and then standing above you attempts to skewer you twice with his pike, and then tries to bite you on the arm. So pike, haha, haha,
26 hits.
and then bite, nom.
And that also hits.
Alright, so you take 14 damage, and you begin to bleed profusely. Oh wait,
At the start of
make
my
a...
turn.
Yeah, on a hit, creature moving...
At the start.
sorry, if it's turn. Alright, so
Do I
start...
need
Okay, so
Yeah,
yes, stabs you, bites you, you start to bleed quite badly. And that is the end of its turn. And you're prone on the ground. What is your little fairy... Oh, I should have stabbed your fairy bud.
No, at the start of her turn, though, does she have her blood sucked out?
Oh, yeah, she would. So Lionel, your fairy is like looks around, like see where its master went, and then the little blood, like a little thimble of blood, just sucks out the fairy, and it dies.
Oh.
And it goes, Oliver. So the red hag, he really wants to get any closer to Lionel. There's plenty of other Joshua. There's plenty of other people doing melee for it, and it can't see really anyone else. Can't use that. It is going to. It casts a spell.
Counterspell.
All right, Lionel, you succeed.
Sorry, 5th level.
5th level, you definitely successfully counter its spell.
And she doesn't even see where it comes from.
Yeah, she like begins to like cast some magic, reaches to touch her chest, and then the magic just like ripped away. And it looks around and hisses angrily, and it moves a little bit away from this fire, like fire. Okay, Lionel, it's your go.
Okay, I can definitely see some corpses right now, right?
Yeah. You are within 30 feet of the hag.
I'm
So-
up 15 feet up flying.
Yeah,
I don't know how Pythagoras works.
I think Pythagoras still puts you within 30 feet.
Yep, it does.
Okay.
Easily.
So
What again? Constitution?
Constitution save, please. Then it was 4d6 plus 4.
Yeah,
I'm gonna double
solid.
check that ability just to make sure it was 4d6 plus 4. It's been a little while. Yes, 4d6 plus 4 damage. Alright, so you pass, you only take half. 18 halved to 9 halved again because of your resistance.
Yep. So that's 4.
Yeah. She's draining like life out of you, but you have a lot of life to drain.
Okay. So I would like to start playing a very creepy, ominous tune on my brand new violin.
Okay. Kind of like the one that's on right now. Perfect. I assume I'm going to have to get some zombie tokens.
Yep.
How many?
5.
Well, it can be skeletons if you want.
I mean,
would
they've
prefer
still got their
zombies in
flesh.
return.
I mean, maybe only the bones dance.
Brr, brr. Blar. 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 And do they go on your turn, or do they roll initiative?
I command them with my bonus actions, but I think
Necromancer
they get their
style.
own initiative.
They get their own initiative. Okay. They rolled. I believe they rolled. Where are they? I don't see them.
Yep.
Zombie.
No. Oh, that was
yeah,
Jack Horror.
There they are. They got 14. Okay. Alright, so a bunch of these like dead peasants stand up. Some of them are still slightly on fire from the fireball.
And I will send them to attack the things that are attacking Joshua.
Okay.
Like
They-
Who's
wait, which one
Joshua?
who was kicking people. So that was the big red cap guy, right?
yeah, this guy here with the uglier token.
Okay, so I want to have how many I can fit there? 4 I can fit there, right, to attack the red cap guy,
Yeah?
and one goes for.
Well, you just give
Okay,
them a
so-
command. So you just say, like, go attack the people attacking the cleric, and they'll go and do that on
Yes.
their turn.
Okay, I'll do that then.
Okay, cool. So they'll do that on their turn. You can see they kind of look at the mosh pit around Joshua and prepare
And
to, like,
then
attack.
I just move out of the range of the,
Yeah, so you fly across the room, like, whee! You can't fly super high, but you can fly, along a bit. Alright, Joshua, it's your go.
First, a save against the bite from the boot.
Okay. Nice. So, the bite is gone,
Cool.
which
And then a con
I
save.
believe means, let's see, start for, or take. So yeah, you don't take the damage, except then you take the siphoning damage from the hag. So, another
Yeah.
con save, please. Alright, so you have that.
And then I stand up.
Alright, you pull yourself to your feet.
I will present my shield as a holy symbol. Behold! Your actions are meaningless. And I will heal myself.
Ah.
I thought you were going to turn undead his zombies then.
That's where I thought that was going too.
I was thinking too. I was like, what the fuck?
I didn't see you cast that, Like, I just saw
True, all he saw was zombies.
That's a good point.
yeah, I will do that, and then bonus action sanctuary myself, so...
Alright, you bonus action sanctuary yourself, and then you preserve life yourself as well. So, magic. Alright, the red caps. Can you have them reach Catty? Yeah, this one can. Alright, it's going to run over him. One of them's going to run over and try and kill Catty.
I mean, he'd have to hit it really fucking hard to kill her.
Yeah. It's confident in its abilities. Doesn't know it's the badasses it's against. This one... Huh, it's going to be a little higher up so that 2 of them get to you. Okay, so... Joshua.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. It's gonna make. It needs to make a wisdom save, obviously, to hit you. It fails. So it runs over, but can't bring itself to attack you. Catty, the two who run over to you, they both run over, and in unison attempt to drop kick you with their big metal boots. Okay. So they leap into the air. Could you make 2 dexterity saving throws for me?
Pass.
Okay, so
take half.
Let's see. I don't think so. I'm executing or take. So you just dodge the 2 kicks. You bring your shield up, and you sort of deflect them to the side. And they both land, and then they stand up angrily, like, "Oh, that was our special move."
Oh,
that's it.
I mean, it was really cool.
They look a little like thankful that you saved their, you know. They look a little happy that they weren't just complete failures. They looked good at least. Okay, then it's Catty's go. It is the Smurf Nippelin.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I honestly don't know who to target first, so I'm gonna go for the red caps. I'm gonna go for the one to the. Which one of the two looks most damaged?
This one took a full force fireball, so he looks more scalded and burnt.
Okay, I'll poke him with a sword. Poke.
You successfully poke him with a sword.
Is he still?
Yeah, he's still. He's.
Oh, I'll give him a secondary poke. Oh, and I will put smite into that first level.
All right. Yeah, with that poke, you remove his head.
Oh, now I can actually roll fucking smite damage. Oh, look at fuck off.
You just turn his head to mulch. Anything else?
That's what you get for impressing me. I get 1 on my death counter. I'm really tempted to just Misty Step away and fuck off. But no, I will... No, I'll end my turn. I don't think I can be much help to anyone else.
Alright. The Summer Eladrin is going to strike at you twice with his sword, because that's kind of his thing. Swing! Swing! But you are very, very well armoured. And he's going to see if he gets his Misty Step ability back. He does not.
I will say that with every single attack against me, he has missed. But with every single one, if he had advantage, he would have hit.
That's true.
Or most of the time, sorry. 21 doesn't hit. But you know what I mean? Like, he's weird.
Yeah. You know, if he was having a better day, he'd be doing better. But he's not having a better day.
No.
Alright. These guys here are going to try and stab you with their pointy knives. Stab.
Oh, that hits for 3. Oh. That naturally misses.
Can you get a con save from you?
Yeah. I fell.
Alright, so you fall asleep. Tries to stab you again. Does a 21 hit you?
No.
Okay. So you fall asleep for 2d6 turns. The other one, seeing you like collapse and fall asleep, rather than try and stab you again, reaches down and picks up your sword.
My chained sword. Okay.
Oh, is it chained to you? You've got this
it is attached to my wrist, but he's welcome to take it.
He picks it up, sees the chain, looks at it. Well, he tries to run away with it. How long does the chain go?
I think it's pretty long. 60 feet, I think.
60 feet. It's like a small chain, but it drags on up to 60 feet as it goes. It's like, you know, the magical chain.
So it turns and it runs away for a bit, and then blinks as it notices the chain still attached to it, and like stares at the chain confused for a second. But that's its turn. Cool. Now there are a bunch who are going to fire arrows at... There's zombies now as well. Yeah, they can fire at the zombies if they can't hit Joshua. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, now you're not gonna hit me.
No, they're gonna try and hit you, but if they can't hit you, they can attack something else. Right. So wisdom saves. I need to make.
You should have the multi-roller, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I can do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it was a DC 17?
Yes, the 17 entered to make
So 2 of the short bows fire at you. Boing! Boing! Both missing. The other 6 short bow shots are going to just go at zombies.
Oh, I thought you were going to say at Cassie, because it's the only other person he can see.
Yeah, all for the zombies. 1.
The tokens already include the arrows.
Yeah, exactly. Nice. Alright, so like some of them hit and stuff. I'll just put like 15 damage on a zombie. Fuck it. 15 damage. There you go. You can just have 15 damage, zombie. Blech. Saladin, it's your go.
Okay.
You're still invisible. Nothing seems to be paying any attention to you. This old man is angrily shaking his fist at the goings on. The fire spreads a little.
Is he really not enjoying the show? Oh.
He's enjoying the he knows what's going on. He's just being very stubborn. So he's like, "It's a good show, but damn you evil monsters! I hope the goodies win."
I am going to pull back my head wrap a small bit to reveal my circlet of blasting and fire 3 shots at King Shithead here.
All right.
I don't think that's actually his name. If he can't see me, I believe I have advantage on these.
Is that against the strongest red cap or?
On the strongest red cap, yeah.
Okay.
So that's 23 for 11.
Yarp.
25 for 12.
Yarp.
18 for 3.
Yarp. Yeah, they all strike the red cap and it staggers backwards, covered in nasty burns from that wave of attacks.
Okay. I'm gonna move a little closer to Cassie, but not go over all the way over to her yet. And I think that'll be it for me for now.
Alright. The Darkling Elders. Yeah, I mean, they're going to try and attack Joshua. So that is got a total of 6 attacks between them. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only one makes it through. 19 and misses you. The boss red cap, yeah, can really only see or attack Joshua, so he's going to try and get Joshua. I suppose the solid kick I should count, really, shouldn't I?
I mean, it's like grapple is a type of an attack, and shove is too.
And he's trying to kick you, so that makes sense. All right, so this is for the kick. Can't kick you. Pike. Can't pike you. Can't pike you. Can't bite you. So he like really wants to murder you, but can't bring himself to do it. He does have reach though, so he could stab a zombie. Yeah, he's gonna stab a zombie twice. He like turns around angrily and stabs a zombie twice. Ah! I blame you for this zombie. Stab. Stab. Yep, getting the zombie for like
24, assuming they both hit.
Yep, 24. So the zombie has to make one of its zombie con saves. I'm a zombie.
Make that easy
He
20,
didn't even
boy.
get to attack yet.
Yeah. Life's tough.
Such is life.
Life is tough, and so is unlife. Con save. Makes it. Oh, actually, wait, no, the second attack was a 50, so yeah, it dies.
Yeah.
Blah. It gets ran through by a pike. It gets piked. Blah.
No,
Now,
wait. Did the first attack take it down on the second?
second attack.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, and just as a part of the spell, they attach my spellcasting modifier, which is 10 to both damage and attack.
Really?
Yep, it's written in
No,
the
no.
spell. Yeah.
Just 5. Just 5, not 10. It's not proficiency plus your modifier, it's just the
Just your
modifier.
modifier? Okay. So your modifier bonus is 10.
You are correct.
Alright, your modifier is 5, so just all of these plus 5. So a bunch of them are going to swing at this red cap. 1, 10, that one would hit, and that would be a 19, so that would hit 2. So they do 3 and 6, so they do 9 damage to the red cap.
That also is plus 5 to each.
Oh really? Okay, so plus 10 to that, so 19. These are some pumped up zombies. One of them is going to try and crush this Darkling Elder's head. Zombies. Swing! 18 hits for 12 damage. Smash. One of them gets swiped at by a red hag as it moves too far away. Are they all might... Oh god, they'd all take necrotic damage as well at the start of their turn. Hits it for 14. Okay, now I have to do the siphon ability with them all as well. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Fun. Fail. Alright, they'd all take...
18 is not a fail.
Oh, no, one of them passes. 4d6 plus 4. Do the same damage for all of them.
Do they get any bonuses for necrotic damage?
I don't think they do, actually.
No, they don't.
Sad.
Zombies are sad.
Alright. So that one would die, so I need to make a con save there. Con save there. That one there is the one that passed, so it takes 10. Zombies. Doing your zombie things. That one there takes 20. Okay, so 2 of them might die. So, 2 con saves against DC, like a lot. 25 is DC. Alright, so that one dies, and that one dies. But I'll just keep this swinging anyway. So they swing before the necrotic, like, blood loss rips them apart.
Still solid.
Yep. Then... Oh, I've lost their thing because I have to... Remember, they go before the red hag for me, Lionel. So remember, they go on 14.
Yep.
Because I've lost them on the turn order. Thank you. Alright, this red hag is going to move round to here. I think this is the last turn of its siphon ability as well.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, so after this turn, the siphon ability will be gone. I'll have to try and recharge it. It's going to try and swing on this zombie over here. Fuck you, zombie. Rare. Oof. Ripping that zombie a new asshole. And there's no way it can make that con save, so that zombie dies. Lionel, it's your go.
Ooh. You know what? Let's fire up this bitch. So... Pew!
Yep, that definitely hits the... by bitch, you mean the red hag?
Yes.
Alright, you blast her with force and gradient damage. You blast her back 10 feet. So she slams, she gets over here.
Okay.
Yep, 10 more damage.
And I'm invisible.
Yep, so that one would hit as well.
Yay!
So she is lifted in the air by the force of your attack, flies across the room, and slams into the side of the tent. It moves like fabric at first, but then she seems to like strike like a brick wall almost beyond. It doesn't move, and she like collapses and like pulls herself to her feet. Looks like that deluge of attacks definitely hurt her though.
Also, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Would you let me use this as a bonus action, or do I have to use my action?
It is... Must be... I think... if it's using an item, I imagine it's an action to blow the horn, it says in the thing.
Oh, I am stupid. I'm sorry. Yeah, so... And I'm gonna shoot an inspiration to Joshua.
Okay.
What?
6. Inspiration.
You were inspired.
Yeah, like, how am I inspired by something I don't see or hear?
We can hear you.
You can hear him.
I am playing my violin.
The nice, sweet sound of I traded that for a ring that's actually quite useful.
Matt,
Yeah?
can you do me a favour and move this red boy aside a bit so I can see the things, so I can remember that I have inspiration? Thank you.
There you go.
Because that only helpful when I was put to sleep. I forgot.
Joshua.
Distance, okay. A repeat of yesterday. I will cast a spell.
Alright, nothing counterspells you?
I will Sacred Flame Catty, so she wakes up.
Don't actually fail dexterity saves. Blah 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 blah.
Unconscious, yeah, so you just take the damage.
Right,
Right.
you're an
7
Eczema,
damage.
right? Or
I am. Yeah. I also have resistance because of spells. I don't think those two.
they don't stack. Yeah, you just get resistance once. So you would just take 7.
Yeah. And then I will re-sanctuary myself because I don't want to die.
All right. Red cap turn. So there's one. Sees your eyes open up, Catty. Grins down at you and is going to try and wicked sickle you 3 times. You are prone, so
I am indeed.
1,
That hits.
2, 3.
Hits. Misses. Non-magical, I'm guessing.
Non-magical.
That's 8 and 6. That's
It's a very
14
wicked
damage.
sickle, but it's not a magical sickle.
Cool.
The one who is fighting you is going to try and attack you 3 times, which means 3 wisdom saves. Joshua, 1, 2,
Yep.
3, but can't bring himself to strike you.
2 on me, actually.
Sorry?
I see 2 on them, 1 to the left and 1 to the
Oh,
bottom.
yes, I missed that one. Thank you very much. He swings on you 3 times. Or tries to, anyway. Hit. 1 will actually... He might actually maybe have a chance. No. They're like, we want to murder you, but we can't. I think annoyed and not getting anywhere of trying to attack you, this one is going to move, like, over this way, kind of trying to avoid the fire, and begins to move towards the crowd of, like, commoners who are, like, crowded up on this wall, brandishing his sickle. Okay. Catty, it's your go.
It's a bonus action for me to recall my sword with the chain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cat is going to try that
Alright.
after standing up.
Could you make an athletics check for me?
Of course I could. So I'm just removing thingies from my... What's it?
From your where?
Nat 1.
Alright. You are dragged a step closer to it. You're like, pull, and it pulls back, and you stumble, and like, end up there.
Well, that's annoying. Well, maybe annoying. Maybe not. I don't know. Fine. I will... Item interaction. What other weapons do I have? A warhammer, a javelin, and an anchor. I think the anchor's two-handed.
Yeah. I mean, I did write in the magical item as a part of an attack action. Like, if you take the attack action, you can replace one of those with a pull again. But I don't know if Matt disagrees with that.
I don't remember
I
that
don't
being
know.
in there.
I don't know the item at all, so...
You attack, and if you have extra attack, you can pull it back, and there's a bonus action, you can pull it back, essentially.
Sure, I don't mind using an attack action to try and drag it back again. You can make one
Nah. I'm gonna use my action to... I might heal myself a bit. That's really boring. No, I'm gonna pull out my anchor with one hand, even though it's a heavy two-handed weapon, and with disadvantage, I'm gonna swing it at the red cap duty.
more. Okay.
So disadvantage, anchor, a 20.
Crunches into his face.
Cool. He needs to make a strength saving throw.
Okay. He is a big strong boy.
He is a big strong boy.
Oh, he's a very strong boy. Alright, so that's... cool. 12 damage.
That is 12 damage. Yep.
Alright, you bust open his cheek and he looks at you with an angry old man grin.
And I swing the anchor at him again. A 22.
Alright,
But you know what? I'm gonna put a smite into that as well. Level 1.
okay. Alright,
For an
you
extra 4.
smash the teeth out of his mouth. Oh, and you can see he is on the very door of death. Staggers for a second, like, drools some, like, blood and broken teeth out of his mouth, but does not quite die.
Damn it. That's the end of my turn. Unless I provoke attacks of opportunity, but no. I'll leave it there.
Okay, let's take a quick break here because I need to go to the bathroom, so people can refresh their drinks, and then we'll start the next round.
Cool, I'm gonna go find some painkillers.
That's a good idea.